Oh man, I can't believe it's this early. Alright, we are on the move. It's f***ing freezing.
Alright, so what's going on? Why are we up this early? Weird, that's my roommate Dana with me, making an over 60-minute journey from our abode to ride the opening trains of Line 6, or the Finch West LRT. Line 6 is 11 kilometers long and takes riders from Finch West subway station on Line 1 to Humber Polytechnic, formerly Humber College, and everywhere in between. Underground terminuses include elevators from street to track level, wide fare gates, tactile guidance, and more. According to press releases, the fully accessible Line 6 will improve the quality and reliability of TTC service along this busy corridor, supporting the growth of surrounding neighborhoods and communities. Although, as we're going to see, it'll need to be sped up quite a bit for that to be true.
But yeah, so gonna have to take a bus.
Or at least, that was the plan. More on that later.
To the dam, and the bus is opening because it's so early that the freaking subway is not even running yet.
Because in the classic Toronto move, the TTC doesn't start subway service early enough on Sundays to get to Finch West.
Anything for that coin.
And yeah. Well, they have these commemorative coins that they're giving out. I don't know. We should make it.
Yeah, I don't know how popular these things are.
We'll have to find out, I suppose. You're telling me you don't know who the champions of magic are?
No.
No, they're the champions of magic.
There's our bus.
94. Hi, 94. Right before I hit record on it, they just really wailed on the horn because there was an idiot car. It's weird actually seeing things this empty down here. It's really interesting to me how the downtown vibe feels like a big, empty, small town almost.
And then you look up.
Ow, out, sale.
Agrances.
Agrances.
Where's that?
Yep, second one to go down south. Not a single pair of blue lights coming up in our direction. Hone. Reen E-pair.
It's on the look.
Right down there. I think you can just barely see it.
Yeah, the blue's picking up.
Bus number 2 of 3 because of how early it is.
Gotta get on a bus to get on a bus to get on a bus.
After getting settled for the longest part of the journey, we overheard some others chatting about something called the hole.
So we let him choose his punishment, and he chose 3 hours in the hole with no stimulation.
Wow.
That was the rules. He cheated. He put a book in there the night before.
I can't believe you would bring a book into the hole.
So what is the hole? How did this start? The hole?
Tobias, my roommate, he was explaining things at the dinner table, and so we accused him of closeted freaktivities. We said freaktivities are okay, but closeted.
So he was like explaining furry shit, but being, I'm not a furry, I'm not a furry.
Yes, exactly. So we, after all that though, like he kept denying it to the point that we were like, no, we're changing your charge. We're now in charge of being a little bitch. Own up to it. So he agreed that if he would like plead guilty to the closeted freaktivities if we dropped the being a little bitch charge. And then we gave him 3 punishments to choose from. I don't remember the other 2. They're irrelevant now because he chose the hole.
Yeah.
The hole is... Legends have been born from this decision. We're thinking before we move out of this room, we're gonna like leave a book with the rules of the hole and like write down all the previous record holders and set the records. So that way, hopefully, this game can continue.
As they explained the hole, we realized both our groups, and indeed probably most of the other riders on the bus that early, were both heading to the Line 6 opening.
No, that hole here. Yes, that actually means there's not.
Okay, well, all right.
Hello,
everyone.
So that's 9 people.
Yeah.
So statistically speaking, we're not going to be the first one. You know what?
That's what I've been fearing.
You can't say statistically speaking if we don't know about every.
No, we don't know the statistics.
We had to
3
take
buses.
3 buses to get to this train opening.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but yeah.
That's just life.
Wait, how many people do you think are going to be there?
I have a friend who lives 10 minutes from Finch joining us. I'm like, wow, we're voyaging here.
I think this is probably the only time I'm going to ride this line. Like,
Yeah, literally.
Apparently there's already a lineup. I just saw TTC
What is on
at like 5:30 this year.
I told you. I was like, are we going to have to be early? We're not getting a
I was like,
coin.
oh, come on.
Apparently they have coins at all the stations, not just Finch West.
Yeah, I heard other stations have first 50.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. So just like
someone's going to be running. Yeah, well,
stay on the bus.
Supposedly it might be slow enough that it's actually possible.
Camp out
For the
overnight.
Eglinton, camp out.
That's been years.
Yeah, the crosstown, easier to get to, even more people.
True.
We're gonna have to camp out for
2 days.
Can you move the hole to the crosstown?
That's what I was about to say.
A remote hole.
Well, no, the thing is, you just need one person to hold your space for you.
Or we could just like knock on someone's door and be like, "Can we use your cellar?"
It's really important. It's for the Eglinton.
There has to be people in the hole in rotation forever now.
And then I had to quickly get off the bus because I got motion sick due to how early it was and the fact I'd only had coffee that day.
So we're actually not taking 2 buses because I got really overwhelmingly sick just really suddenly. I think it's just too early.
I got off just in time to avoid embarrassing myself worse than inherent to the situation.
Whew. Anyways.
To get there in time for the opening, Dana called us an Uber. We got there earlier than if we'd taken the bus, which is not the best look for our transit system. And oh yeah, there was a line.
How long have everyone been waiting? An hour. An hour. Yeah, what time were you up this morning? 4 a.m. How early were you awake? 4:30. How early were you awake? 5? 2:30. 6? How early were we up? 5:30. Nice.
With how long the line was, it was around the block. We decided to walk the Sentinel in hopes that we'd be one of the first 50 people in line to get coins there.
So hopefully we'll be able to outwalk the train. Do you think we can?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
This way.
What? Oh. Oh yeah, I just turned around. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's where it comes up. Right, of course. Of course they had to be opening it in the dead of winter.
Yep.
The TTC is soft launching the line with limited service to work out any lingering teething issues.
Like, this is not going to be what it's always like.
Just for now.
Just for now until like spring.
Shuttle buses will run from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. to bridge the gap between regular service and the Blue Knight network of buses.
Here, it's me.
So, important to note, this is not like the streetcars. You need to pay before you ride. Payez avant de voyager. Achetez ou chargez.
Let's see. If this man's amount.
Snowing.
You have coins?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the line for coins here. All right, cool. Let's
Sick.
get in line. Thank you.
We saw the line and came here.
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, is it coming in?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's ours. That's ours.
Well, you know, gotta wait at the red light first, though. Oh, look, there's a car that's... What are you doing there, minivan? Come on.
Every single day.
As you can see, the train takes its sweet time pulling in. I've sped up the footage 2 times and 4 times here. As it got closer, we could see the train was packed.
Oh no, they're not gonna have room. Look at this.
I think they're just gonna have to pull right on through, yeah. Yeah, totally doing this. It's an emergency, guys. We gotta get the fucking...
We made it to Tobermory, where Dana managed to snag the last coin.
There's so many people. Good. Oh wow, that is slow. Y'all are we crossing the street to get on the first train?
I don't know.
And that also still might be the, that's still gonna be the,
Yeah, they've got cameras.
that's the special, the dignitary train, I guess.
Too full from the first station.
We ended up taking the eastbound train into Finch West Station, where we'd scope out the interior before heading on the westbound for the full length of the line to Humber Station.
Oh, it has a new train smell.
Ah, yes, new train smell.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Welcome to the foam mobile. Next stop, foaming station.
First revenue service train to Finch West Station. That's,
Exciting.
Yeah.
At least we're on the first train for something, you know?
Yeah.
This is the first train that your average person can ride.
Yeah.
As we left Tobermory and made our way towards Finch West Station, it became clear just how bad the speeds were.
This is a crawl.
This is line 6, depression.
Yeah.
Like, this is crippling depression.
Like, we're all psyched and excited and happy to be here, but we're also so disappointed at the same time.
And here we are waiting at a red light.
Guys, we must always wait for all of the left-turning cars.
Yeah.
They are so much more important than the 500 people on the LRV. That's the way things happen on the Foamer Express.
As we inched into Finch West, more inefficiencies of the design build became apparent.
So another thing, having the crossing up there increases the lag time between one train leaving the station and another train coming into it. If both platforms. So that's stupid design.
Yeah.
Not that many people.
Yeah, it's emptied out a bit.
Once we got our bearings, Dana and I explored Finch West Station. The TTC had set up some music, and we're giving out free goodies like temporary tattoos, paper models of the LRVs, and system maps.
I love how it has the special wrap for
I
the
love how
opening.
it's too big for the bag.
The station was busy with enthusiasts and transit goers. The new part is connected to Line 1 through a hallway with a ramp and stairs. The connection is straightforward, if a bit of a walk, but it's entirely underground and indoors, so you won't be exposed to the elements, unlike the transfer at the other end of the line. After exploring Finch West, we got on our first westbound train.
Sweet. Oh, whoa, we get to sit.
Yeah.
Knowing how slow the line was, we thought it'd be funny to run a test.
How far I can get in making this hat before we get to the other end of the line. So we'll do check-ins. How much crochet can you get done?
Wheel trans is... Oh.
Faster!
Oh, no. Nah.
When we got back to Sentinel, we noticed our first service problem. The announcements were in the wrong direction.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, this is the wrong way! Bro, what?
I already got some.
Taking a crochet break, getting some energy in.
I didn't get much rider view as there wasn't much to see between the speeds or lack thereof and the fact that we're on a strode running at grade most of the time.
I believe we were waiting at a red light again. It's mass transit. It might not be rapid transit though. So we finally get to Milvan Roomk,
Or is it Rumike? Rumiki?
which is here about halfway down the line, and now we're finally getting the announcements correct.
Whoa, for just one station.
Oh, right, because this is the middle?
Yeah, it's the middle point.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the middle point.
never mind. Yes, what's the update? Where are we?
Yeah, we're almost done with the band of the hat here. I'll compare it with my hat. Just a few more rows, and then I'll be able to start doing this part.
We're a little over halfway through, so on the
Yeah,
trip out.
I'll probably be able to make some good progress on the trip back, though.
Yeah.
That'll be really impressive.
After checking on the crochet progress, we found our second service problem.
Wait. They're not even all lined up.
Oh, wow.
So we got two incorrect times. 9:08 and then the LED screen there says 10:17.
So they were only right once.
Yeah. It was going great.
It's okay.
Yeah, this is software.
TTC experience, right? Like
It'll come out soon.
When we actually start paying for it, they'll actually have accurate clocks and signs.
that must be it. We're not paying for the stops to be announced in the right order either, you know?
Yeah, that's what all the money goes to.
I finished the hat band, so now we're just onto the body of the hat itself. We're a little over halfway. How far along would you say we are to the end?
5 stations.
5 stations away. I'm getting all distracted and doing my stitches wrong. There we go.
Alright, we'll see what you can do in 5 stations.
After checking in with Dana, it took us another 17 minutes to go less than 2 kilometers. We left Finch West around 8:45. It was now 9:30.
Alright, so this is Humber College Station. Kind of underground, but open.
It's magical. Look at the snow falling. Whoa, why does it say off route? Whoa.
I was noticing some people were talking about that earlier, that there's some of the they're saying off route.
That's weird.
I think something's up with the tracking or
Yeah, the
whatever, you know?
messaging
The
and
tracking is
whatnot.
because oh
I
yes, so hat
finished
update. So we
3 rounds in this direction. It's going to start looking slower because each length is much longer than when I was going back and forth this way.
So percentage-wise, what percentage do you think you got it to? 10%?
Yeah, maybe 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the people we befriended on the ride, including Yui of the YouTube channel Transit Gaming.
Oh, that's actually funny. What the heck?
And Tim, a photographer on Instagram,
Oh my goodness, I need to warm my hands.
decided to join us to see the Humber College bus terminal and to evaluate how well it connects to the new line.
Are you gonna film the train going?
Oh yeah, I should do that. Alright, so we're gonna go check out the transfer.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Apparently the bus terminal is not located near the terminus here whatsoever, so I want to see just how bad it is.
Okay, first off, let's go up through these stairs.
No escalator. Do they have is there an elevator at the station?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Dude, they're not that stupid.
Well, I think they have to put something in, right? At this
There have to be something. Everything's not something new without something.
If they built new station without elevators, they're probably dumber than Montreal.
I think that would be breaking the law.
Yeah.
Oh, regional maps? Yeah. With Brampton Transit and Highway in it. Yeah, they have that in at the back of line 1.
Oh, that's nice though.
That is actually awesome. My map's getting comfort called forward. Drag on.
Okay, so that's the bus terminal. We're here. So then we walk up there then. Okay, so it's not. It is.
It really is.
It's just okay. So that's not as bad.
It's just the casuals don't know.
Oh, I see. At first I was like, oh, this isn't that bad, but then I realized, no,
We're
this
not
is.
there yet.
I forgot my hand warmers that you get at Costco.
Yeah, I have my glove. I think I have my gloves in, but
This is definitely twice as longer than the Idaho.
This is not a good transfer.
This is an obnoxious trip.
This is. Welcome to our smoke-free campus.
With a nice, long path.
you got to stare at this parking garage.
Oh my god.
And the parking
Open on the
lot
left.
here.
It says it when it's going.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a decent bus hub, though.
Yeah.
Like, the bus hub is nice and it's right in the campus, which is cool. That's
So
nice.
you see the info screens here. Oh yeah, look at this.
Clean. So this is Brampton. Yeah, it's nice to get out here and see the other connecting agencies, though.
Oh yeah.
So we're here at the Humber.
That's
And you think
I didn't even
TTC
notice.
is
I
bad?
didn't. Even, that's rough.
Wow.
Special. I wonder what these buses are for. Yeah, compare that with the 5 minutes, 16 minutes.
On standby and nothing breaks down.
Oh, is that what you think it is? They're all like just waiting in case there's a breakdown.
about it.
It does. That does make sense.
I think they're learning from Ottawa. Remember when they did that?
Part of why they've been so cautious and slow is because of the disaster of the O-Train LRT Line 1 opening, which was over in Ottawa a few years back, which was mired in lawsuits, derailments, and indeed entire shutdowns of the whole line after its opening.
They would have buses on standby if they broke. If the LRT broke.
The province, Ontario, wants to avoid another debacle like that, but in doing so, they've created a whole new one regarding transparency.
Glad they're being optimistic.
So, not the best transfer. The covered path is nice, but it's still open to the outside elements, and it's a good 10-minute walk if you're not keeping a brisk pace. After a bit of bus filming, we walked back to the Line 6 station and got in an eastbound train.
So where are you at with the crochet?
Just a little bit more progress since last time.
All right, we are leaving the end right now. We'll see where we'll check back
Yeah,
in
we're
maybe
leaving
halfway
Humber College.
through.
Yeah, checking halfway.
I got some rider view of the curve beneath Highway 27 and Finch. It really shows you how it's not just the lack of transit signal priority that whams the speed. Look at how this thing crawls through the trench that should be speeding it up while it avoids a red light. If any experts have any idea for why it has to be this slow, drop them in the comments because to my advocate eyes, it just looks needlessly cautious. Like they're afraid to run these trains faster than 15 kilometers an hour.
Good news. It announced the correct one this time.
Here at Martin Grove, you can see how the train just sits there Watch as my timer ticks up as we let 2 left-turning vehicles go first. Any minute now. Oh, it turned green. But wait, we don't start accelerating immediately. Now we start crawling.
Next station, Caution Station, Albion Station.
Nice 10km/h speed limit.
Again, why is the train running at 10 kilometers an hour on a road as straight as this?
I'm sorry, what the heck is this light cycle?
They really got to get transit signal priority on this line.
All the stations between the termini are basically the same. Some are far side platforms, some have parallel platforms, and a couple are center platforms. But all have the same Metrolink signature minimalist aesthetic that's also seen on the under construction Eglinton and Hazel McCallion lines. As we crawled our way back to Finch West Station, I checked in with Dana on the crochet project.
I've got some good progress going. I've got about 2.5 inches of the actual body of the hat compared to another beanie. Probably about almost halfway.
Sick! Halfway, and we're about halfway through on here. Four stations left.
Yep, I've got most of a hat, I feel like. I might even start being able to taper in soon. And you can see the pattern in the pooling starting to take form there. Yeah, it's going to go back and forth like that, and the red and blue together. Yeah, it's not finished today.
But you got a lot of it done.
I got a lot done, yeah.
That's our round trip of the Finch West Line 6 LRT. We're back in Finch West Station, connecting to Line 1. It took us maybe 46 minutes, 45 minutes to get here. So, you know, we got about this far with the hat.
So let me measure that. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches of hat.
4.5 inches of hat. So I think that the thing, ideally, you should have only been able to finish half of what you've finished so far.
I should have only been able to get to there. I think ideally.
Yeah. So like, I guess if you're riding the transit to do crocheting, that's good. You'll have a good amount of time to work on your
I was trying to go as fast as I could because I wanted to try and beat the train and make the train look bad.
Of course. But
I'm pretty proud of this.
That's where we're at.
Overall, the Finch West LRT is in need of improvement to the city. The rides are smoother than the bus, the capacity is higher, and the overhead wires are superior to the diesel power or even electric buses. One thing I liked about the stations was that they had bilingual signage, which is a plus compared to the rest of the TTC. They also have these great maps showing the TTC and GO Transit as one system.
One of the complaints that people have been having for a long time is that the Metrolink system and the TTC system have kind of felt like two separate systems.
Yeah.
The speed can be fixed, and hopefully they learn their lessons in time for the Eglinton opening. Once on Line 1, we said goodbye to Yui and Tim, who got off at Cedarville to go check out some other new changes on the TTC network.
Yeah, guys.
Take care.
Take care.
See ya. Bye.
Be sure to follow their social media. Links in the description.
Alright. See ya. Bye.
Also, shout out to the person from the Global Transit and Infrastructure Discord who hung out with us when we got back to Finch West. Link to join that Discord is also in the description. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like and share it around. Subscribe for more videos, and consider giving me a tip on coffee. I'm planning on making more journeys across the TTC and Go Transit networks, and you won't want to miss Line 5's opening, which I'm editing right now. By the way, you can also watch my videos on PeerTube, an open source, decentralized alternative to YouTube. If you have a Mastodon account, following me is easy. Just search @TrekMen10 at makertube.net. The more content produced that gets mirrored there, the more likely people are to use it. This is TrekMen10, signing off.
My cat's just like, why are you up this early? Humans are so weird.